My next recipe is a real crowd pleaser, and you don't have to run a marathon to deserve it. This is a rich short crust pastry, and it's got added Parmesan in. It makes it easy to handle, and also it has a wonderful flavour. The pastry should be about 5mm thick, so it easily lines the sides and base of the tin. Just trimming that extra bit of pastry off, it'll give a nice finish. And then I'm just going to push the pastry in so it's proud with the edge all the way along. Next, I'm going to prick the base with a fork. Why? Because when it gets in the oven and I'm baking it blind, it would rise up if I hadn't pricked holes, and you'd have a sort of bumpy surface. While the pastry chills in the fridge, slow roast 1 kilogram of sliced tomatoes. This is better than putting them straight onto the pastry, as they would make it soggy. I'm going to add garlic. I've peeled it and then cut it into slices. And then just put those in the gap, and that wonderful flavour will go into the tomatoes. Then just drizzle the oil over the top. It's bound to be good, isn't it? Season well and pop in the oven at 180 degrees fan along with the pastry to bake blind for about 20 minutes. Then remove the beans and return to the oven for another 10 minutes or so. Once ready, the pastry will be golden and the tomatoes gently roasted and full of flavour. Now comes the fun bit, putting it all together. Because I want a really intense flavour of tomatoes, I've got some sun-dried tomato paste here. I'm going to take about 3 tablespoons. Spread that all across the base. Then carefully arrange the roasted tomatoes on top of it. It's holding together well. These have nicely shriveled. That means it's driven off any moisture, but they've kept their shape. That's why it was so important to leave the skins on the tomatoes. Also, one less job, no skinning. So put that in like that. Actually, once they're roasted like this, you can move them in so they fit like a jigsaw together. Don't forget the roasted cloves of garlic. If you've any leftover tomatoes, they can just be popped in salad, or you could quickly eat them yourself on the side. Back into the oven it goes at 180 fan for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just enough time to make that delicious pistou topping. It's similar to pesto, but without the pine nuts. I've chopped the garlic, added the mint, basil, a splash of lemon juice, and a good glug of olive oil. And just whiz it. That's done. That just smells of fresh herbs and garlic. And doesn't it look great? Absolutely vibrantly green. There's just one last layer to add to the tart. Oh, it's knocking me back. Wonderful garlicky smell. So that's just heated through. Then I'm going to put some Brie on top. It could be camembert, any of the soft cheeses, and I'm just going to pop that back in the oven to melt. So just put that over haphazardly. A very good way of using up cheese when you've had a mixed cheese board and you have a little bit left. So back in the oven, same temperature until that cheese just begins to melt. Don't go anywhere, as it only needs about 3 minutes to melt. Just looks so tempting. With the pistou drizzled over the top, I can think of nothing more rewarding. Each slice that you take out of this tart looks like a picture. You don't have to do an extra garnish or a sprinkling of parsley. It is just perfect. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and enjoy.